Welcome back to day 2 of our challenge. So today we're going to do things on all fours. So if you have any issues with your knees, you can do a couple of things. One is to simply pad your knees if just kneeling on them is uncomfortable, like so. The next thing you can do though, if you have other knee issues that makes it a little bit uncomfortable, you can come to the edge of your blanket. See if you can see this so that your knees are coming off. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. Sorry, I have black pants. It just occurred to me. So my knees are right at the edge, and that often helps people too. If this is uncomfortable for you still, today's video just won't be for you. And I want you to honor your body, honor what it's saying to you, and to be sure not to do this if it's something that's not working for your body, okay? My mom has knee replacement, and she does find that if she's right on the edge, it's just fine. That's her knee replacement. But I do want to reassure those of you with knee replacement, it is possible. You just need to test it and maybe even ask your doctor, okay? So if the rest of you watching are good with being on all fours, let's go forward. I'm actually going to take the blanket away. I'm already on carpeting, so I don't need padding, and it'll make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so coming up onto all fours, what I want you to do is get the wrists as much as you can right beneath the shoulders, and get the knees right beneath the hips, so you're not, extra wide, long. I want you to be really, really centered here. And then once you're on all fours, begin to put your weight into the entire palm of your hand. If you relax a little bit, and go ahead and just relax for a moment, you'll find your weight jams down into the wrist, right? Your hands kind of pucker up a little bit. You want to spread your weight out through the palms and root down through the base of the index finger, okay? And then just take a couple of breaths. Feel your body. Notice if you feel like you're sagging in the back at all, draw the belly in to support the back. And now we're going to start with arching and rounding the spine. So this is often called cat-cow. You'll start with a round, and where you begin is you draw the belly in and round the lower back. So that's really where we need the rounding more than the upper back, just because the upper back already does round every day, all the time. So you're drawing that belly in, but then go ahead and add the upper back too. It can feel really, really good. And then release, and you're going to go the other way. Broaden across the heart, arc up, and again, now the lower back doesn't need to arc much. It really needs to be into the upper back. It goes a little bit, but just get it into the upper back. Get the focus in the upper back. And then again, let's go slowly one more time, all the way through. Belly in first, round that lower back. Really feel it in the lower back, and then allow yourself to go further. And then go the other way and arc up. Now we're going to speed it up a little bit. This feels heavenly. You're going to follow the pace of your breath. As you exhale, you're going to round right into the microphone. Was that loud for you guys? And as you inhale, you'll broaden. So you can think of it as when my lungs get crunched up, I'm exhaling, I'm expelling air, and then inhaling and coming up. So go ahead and do a few more. Follow the pace of your breath, not mine. Oh, this is so nice for the spine. Gets a little movement into it. All right, back to neutral. Okay, now you're going to step your knees back a little bit. And I want you to we're going to first feel the next pose, and then we're going to do a flow with it. So you're going to press the palms, and you're going to send the sit bones up toward the ceiling as you take your forehead down to the floor. Now go slowly. We all have a lot of tension in the shoulders. So you may find that this is all the further you can really go before you start to feel crunching in the shoulders. I want you to just listen, go slowly, listen to the body. And again, the sit bones are going up. They aren't going down toward the heels, they're going up. All right, feel where you are in that pose. Now come back up. We're going to add a flow to it. So you are going to inhale, arc up in the upper back. Exhale back into this extended child. Inhale back up. Exhale back. Go ahead and do a few more following the pace of your breath. Inhaling up with a very small arc up. Arcing that upper back really tiny. Exhaling back. All right, last one. Wherever you are, do one more and finish in an extended child's and just hold for a few breaths. And then come on up. All right, back up onto all fours. We're going to move into a lunge. I love lunges. They show up in almost all of my classes. My students get a lot of lunges. Now the reason for that is because they stretch the front of your thighs, which get tight from a lot of sitting. And I have a lot of people who sit at a desk for 9 to 10 hours a day. So you're going to bring your right foot up. And here's the thing. I am a firm believer in doing what it takes. So if you have to creep it up, if you have to help it with your other hand, whatever you have to do, I want it up between the fingers, okay? And FYI, if you get it this far, bringing your hands back does not count. You have to get it up to where the fingers were. And then you're going to slowly allow the hips to come forward. Go slowly, be gentle, lift up through the front of the body. So you're lengthening through the front, lifting that chest so it's not down, it's up. And breathe. Feel broad across your heart. Relaxing your jaw and your tongue. I know that sounds funny, but we hold in all sorts of places. And you're going to find the more awareness you get with your body as I talk, the more you're going to notice those things. So I'm going to keep telling you to breathe, and you're going to notice eventually that every time I say it, you've actually been holding your breath. I'll say relax your shoulders or relax your jaw, your tongue, and you're going to find you were gripping it. Now you're going to tuck the back toes, and you're going to lift the back knee up. Now sometimes it takes a little bit of help to get that knee up. It's okay, whatever you need to do to get it up, go ahead and do it. And then kind of let the hips come down as that back leg stays straight. And breathe. And then release. All right, bring the right foot back. Take the left foot up. Whatever it takes again. All the way up to where the fingers were. Try not to whack the microphone on you. And slowly bring the hips forward, lifting up through the front of the body, feeling broad across the heart. Finding your breath. Doesn't it feel good? It's like, ah. This one I recommend. This one and really the wall push are two poses that I recommend doing regularly, as much as you can. Because they both help counter the tension we get from our everyday activities. All right, now you're going to lift that back knee. Do what it takes to get it off the ground. Reach long through that back leg, long through the body. Breathe. And then release. Come back down. Step the front foot back. And back into an extended child's. Forehead down. If you can, it may not reach. Remember, you want to really be aware of the shoulders. If they begin to get all crunchy up around the ears, Then don't go quite so deep. Be right at the edge of where you feel a nice stretch without tension. All right, come back up onto all fours. We're going to do one more round of lunges. We're going to add on a little bit. So back to that right foot. Bring the right foot back up. Back into that lunge. Okay, and we're going to lift the back knee right away. Get the back knee up. Now, take your left hand to the inside of the right foot. So just set it right next to that right foot. It doesn't have to be right next to it if that's too tight. It's okay to bring it out. Take your right hand to your thigh and twist in toward that right leg. And to breathe. And then come down, drop the back knee, and then you're going to bring your hands up on your thigh and come up. So there's lots of variations we can do with lunge, which makes it even more fun. Getting into a little bit more of the body, not just the front of the hips. And bring the hands down. Take the front leg back. Bring the other leg up. Hopefully it's a little easier the second time to get it up. Getting into place, hips are forward. And doing what it takes to lift that back knee up off the ground. Reach out through the top of the head. Take the right hand to the inside of the left foot, left hand to your thigh, and you're going to twist into the leg. Back leg is firm. And it's funny, I know my back leg looks bent. It really isn't. I always think it looks bent back there, but just trust me. And breathe. Now take the back knee down. Bring your body up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Draw the belly in and up. And just release forward. Just makes it a little bit more intense. Changes it up a little bit. Keep breathing. All right. And release. All right. Step the front foot back. Now we are going to move into child's pose. Full child's. Now, I'm going to show it to you. Then I'm going to show you a few variations. So, traditional child's is knees together, feet flat, rounding down. Hopefully this won't get into my microphone. Sorry if it does. And you let everything get really, really small. Now, it is fetal position. It is supposed to be very, very comfortable, very safe to be in this position. But not everyone has the flexibility they had when they were a fetus, right? Getting into this position. So there's a couple things you can do to make it more comfortable for yourself. First of all, if you can't get all the way back to your heels, if you can't sit on your heels, add a blanket. So I'm putting it right on top of my feet. That can help. Another thing you can do is separate your knees. That gives you room for the front of the body. So if there's extra, we'll leave it at that, right? Then that helps you not feel quite so claustrophobic, right? And finally, if it still isn't comfortable, I mean, we're talking this needs to be right, a slice of heaven, okay, right next to heaven. Then move to your back. So come onto your back and bring your knees up into your chest. Same pose here, y'all. Same pose, right? Uses gravity a little differently. If you have knee issues, definitely this variation. You can hold behind the knees. If you have back issues, so if you're tight, any weight on the knees that might hurt or hips, this is a great variation. Doesn't it feel good? It feels so good after those lunges. Think of it as balancing the body. The lunges are big, these are small. All right, now to come up off the ground, we haven't done this yet. I think tomorrow is the ground class, if I remember correctly. You're going to roll over to one side and push yourself up with the top hand. It's the best and safest way to come up. All right, thanks for joining me from day 2 of our challenge. Join me tomorrow for day 3. I am so excited to take you through that again. Let me know if you have any questions. May this inspire you to live your extraordinary life.